All right. How many of you are a little tired of AARP? These guys whipped out the pom-poms and did some of the fastest endorsing of this healthcare disaster of any other group. In effect, selling out their own members for political gain is what they did. But I've got good news for you. We've got a seniors group that stands for economic freedom. It's called 60 Plus. They're great allies in this effort. And Jim Martin and I, we have been all over the country together. He's 103 years old or something like that. I still cannot beat him at basketball. It's very frustrating, Jim, very frustrating. But I want you to give a warm welcome to 60 Plus President Jim Martin. Jim?
I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tim, for that introduction. It's great to be here with all you good friends. I'm recruiting for the 60 Plus Association. I don't see anybody out there old enough to join 60 Plus yet. But I'll wait for you, okay? Look, just so you know, 60 Plus, AARP is not for me. We used to carry around a bumper sticker, but it's too big to carry around. I made a fan. AARP is not for me. Let me point out just a couple of differences. The AARP makes millions of dollars on the backs of seniors. We don't. We depend on voluntary donations from you folks. They sell a lot of insurance. They're a nonprofit. Let me ask you this. They made $600 million last year in profits. How does a nonprofit make $600 million in profits? They sell a lot of insurance. They make it on the backs of seniors. Let me give you one other huge difference between the AARP and the 60 Plus Association. They tout as their Man of the Year, Harry Belafonte. Look, he's a great entertainer, but he's so far to the left he makes President Obama look moderate. And that's a pretty tough thing to do. While our spokesman at 60 Plus is another great entertainer, legendary singer Pat Boone. And Pat Boone, of course, likes to tout his friendship with his old buddy Ronald Reagan. Those are some major differences. But let me point out another one. Just recently, on this particular bill, Obamacare, and here's why I'm recruiting AARP members. Just recently, it was found out that an email from the AARP to the White House, senior citizens were voting, it's hard to believe, they were voting 14-1 against Obamacare. Against it. Well, the AARP's out on a listening tour now. They said, we're listening to you. Hey, they must have not been listening before because those seniors were telling them no. What they did, quite frankly, was they ignored what they were hearing from their own members. That is almost criminal. The fact is, if you say you're representing seniors and seniors are voting 14-1 against you, look, the AARP is the reason we have this bill, because all they had to do was hold a press conference publicly or privately and gone to the White House, to Harry Reid, to Nancy Pelosi, and said, seniors are against this bill. You know what they did instead? They sent an email saying we must change our messaging. That is almost criminal. And look, I want to thank you seniors in this crowd for what you did in 2009, 2010. I remember when seniors, apparently seniors were the only ones that read that bill before the one that the former speaker said we've got to pass it so we can find out what's in it. Back then, she was saying, she called you men and women, you senior citizens at a rally back then, she called you un-American. And I'm wearing a Marine Corps hat, and I guarantee you there's a bunch of Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard in this crowd. They're men and women who fought for the right. They fought for the right to allow her to say that. I won't name her. We're not supposed to name politicians, but her initials are Nancy Pelosi. So we've been out there recruiting ever since then, bringing the message out to seniors. Now, the Supreme Court, as Tim pointed out, the Supreme Court of the land passed the bill. Well, guess what? We're now going to take it to a higher court. It's called the People's Court. And we will repeal in November. Thank you so much for your time. God bless. Thank you.